Hi, happy Monday. My ads are still running, but the song ended, so I'm here. Um, I think this game is longer than I thought it was. So, I guess next week I'm not gonna do half this month games, half next month games. I'm just gonna continue the two games I'm playing. Did I say I didn't have packs open? I don't have packs open, but I did go to GameStop. I got a fuck ton of cards. Don't be like me. Don't go to GameStop. Hi, Nightmare. How are you? I'm the problem. I got a lot of cards, like... Oh my god. Why does this happen to me? I did not touch anything. Why does that happen? These aren't all the cards I got from GameStop, but, it's most of them. I, tried to reorganize my binder. No, it's just not starting next week. It's starting the week after next. But I got, some cute Lechonks. I got a bunch of Grievards and Houndstones, or whatever the heck his name is. I got a Heracross card. And then I got this Mewtwo for Griffin's cousin, because it's her favorite. I got a Miraidon EX. I got a Greedent EX. A Rotom V. A Houndstone EX. About the schedule, I'm just not starting it next week. It'll be the week after next. I do like the Rotom, and I got this Lily's Clefairy EX. Not the Lily's Clefairy that I want, but I still like it. What else did I get? There's a Lechonk. There's the Booger Boy one. You have 4 small boxes of Pokemon cards. I have 2, but I have a big, thick 4 card binder, and then I have a big binder that has 9 cards on each page. They're both full. Almost. The big one's not completely full because of energies and stuff. And then I ordered another binder because I want to have a master set of 1 card of each Pokemon or something. Barnes & Noble? I know they sell cards, though I've never seen them have Pokemon. Do they overcharge? I'm doing the Lego too. I did show that off. I'm putting this gray piece on this brown piece. And then I am putting these weird black pieces in the middle of this gray piece. I'm gonna have to check Barnes & Noble, though they're all 30 minutes away from me. Like this. That actually hurt. This is pointy. Unfortunately, nowhere near me sells Pokemon cards. Or the scalpers are getting to them. I haven't seen Pokemon cards at Target in months. I'm putting these slanted brown pieces on the end. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. Oopsies. I want the... Is it called, First Partner or something? I want that one. I'm putting this gray hinge piece into the black pieces. Maybe. Why are you not going in? There we go. I want the First Partner thing. They had it at GameStop, but it was $50, and I assume it's not supposed to be $50. And also, we spent $60 on single cards. Oops. And this goes in the middle right here. I should have just gotten that, honestly. I didn't mean to spend that much money, but that's how it happened. I don't know what this is. I assume this could be I don't know what this is. Why? Okay, whatever. Also, I don't know if I showed this off. Griffin gave me this It'll Quench You card from the Avatar cards, because he has 3 of them, and I thought it was funny. We've been slowly watching Avatar. I've never seen it all the way through. I only watched it sometimes as a kid. So this map, this isn't everything that's in the game. Am I correct on that? Because I looked at a walkthrough and there was like at least 5 more things after this, it looked like. And now I'm scared. I'm not streaming on Friday, so that's like a day less for me to play this game. Hold on, that's coming back in a second. Why am I so zoomed in now? Also, can we ignore my hair? I don't like it. I also don't like the red lipstick stuff I have on. There's a final ending bit. Is it long? One extra stream? Okay. I did not play this offline again. I should have. I need to level up. I'm going here next, I think. 2 hours? That's not bad. Well, my plan was to do like two things today. And then the next 3 things on Monday. Next Monday. So, I mean, I could try to finish Paper Mario this week. But that means I'd have to do 2 chapters per stream. Oh, also, I meant to send a text in my Discord. I'm streaming at 12 on Thursday. Because I'm leaving, like, when I normally stream to go to Indiana. Hi, Gloom. How are you? I'm gonna fight this guy. I can't lay my head back. I have a cloth open. How are you, Bloom? I'm gonna try to make a YouTube video on me revising my Pokémon deck. I won 3 times in a row. I won once on Saturday and twice yesterday, I think? Maybe I don't remember. And then Griffin beat me and then I got sad. But I beat him once because he ran out of cards. He didn't have any cards on his, like, hand thing. I don't know what it's called. It's apparently been snowing here today. Well, I don't see any snow, but Griffin said that it was snowing. Am I going to do a tournament? I don't know if I'm that good. Unfortunately, my deck was made up of cute guys and then like two I can't speak today. 2 like good cards. And that was a mistake. I can't be using just cute cards. I have to use the ugly guys. It was storming pretty bad last night. It's sunny, that must be nice. So it's supposed to rain in Indiana this weekend. What the heck? I don't know when I'm going there. My deck is like mostly Psychic and then like 1 fighting Pokemon and then like 2 steel ones. I thought that guy was a person. Is Rye going viral? What app was that? I couldn't tell. Was it TikTok? Instagram phone. I don't know how to get out of here. Maybe try flying. Perhaps. I have not been down here apparently. Maybe here? I want some lunch. I had like 3 Pringles during my ads at the beginning. Can you not? I can't remember, but Gloom, I might have sent you a card on the TCG app. I think I might have looked at it and then didn't have anything, but I might have sent something. I've been trying to send people cards that they need for their decks. Where did you send me something? On Twitter? A card? Oh. Did I see that? I don't think so. I'm stuck. I need to go around this mountain somehow. I don't want to fight you. I can open a booster pack. Just lagged. Lucario! Is that the one that I have? Oh god. Griffin went through my cards. They're all messed up. Hold on. He was at the top, but now he's not. There he is. No, not the one I have in here. I might actually. It was on my wish list. Yay. Someone sent me one of my wish list cards. All of those cards just fell in like Spanish. Or wait, I think we traded for it actually. I think I traded with them for it. But I do want it in English. It was the Tatsuguri card. But like random people that have other language cards have been adding me, so I've got some cool cards now. Oh, I must have already fought this guy. I also love them. I keep opening the same the EV Grove pack. I feel like I should be opening other things. I really want, there's like a full art Heracross card. And there's another Heracross card that I don't have. They're both on my wish list. In real life? I just have Japanese ones in real life. Those really expensive packs that you can get at GameStop have Japanese cards, and I also got some from the vending machine. I don't know where the heck I'm going. Oh, I forgot I could do that. I forgot that I could fly. If only I could fly up, that would be helpful. I don't know how to get around this mountain. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I think I go that way, actually. Maybe. Did not want to run into him. Good job. I have to have you. Also, can I just catch you? What's the one? I don't have it. Is it this? Can I be like really honest with you guys? You know how I'm like playing Zelda in release order? I kind of don't want to do that anymore. I'm gonna be vulnerable. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to play the ones I haven't played still. I don't want to replay them all. I want to play Pokemon. He can see emotions such as joy and rage in the form of waves. I want you in my party, but you're level 17, so I don't know what to do about that. Mega Lucario? Is there a Mega Lucario? Is it this guy? Is he like light blue? Like a tealish color? I don't think I've seen him before. I didn't know he had a Mega. I'm confused. There's two? But the one with red on him? I mean, I like him. I just did not know that they existed. Why did they make his shiny yellow? Can I get that? No? Okay. Like, I love Lucario and I do have a shiny card of him, but why yellow? He could have been like light pink or purple. And it's not even a good shade of yellow. In what game? I can't wait for Tomodachi Life to come out. I will be playing that at some point. Probably this year. Hopefully. You don't like Lucario? I don't think Rai does either. Rai also doesn't like Heracross. What's wrong with Lucario? Why does nobody like him? I think he's so cute. I think I like him because of that anime we were watching in Rise Discord. I just thought he was so cute. I don't know how often I'm gonna stream Tomodachi Life. I'm probably just gonna stream it a couple times and then keep it to myself because I feel like Tomodachi Life is like a personal game. Like, it's more fun to play on my own. Female Heracross is cute. Look at mine. He's too anime guy. That's understandable. I can see that. Make 2 files? Is that something that is possible? I guess I could. Maybe I could do it for YouTube? What the heck? Ah! I forgot the jump button. And what's with the, like, are we not gonna be able to take screenshots? Or you just can't, like, export them? Because I'm just gonna screenshot it through OBS. Like, I don't know. There's nothing down there. I'm lost. Switch light. That's true. Hopefully. You think I should just play the ones that I haven't played? And I still want to do, like, you know, like the other versions, like Ocarina of Time 3D and all that. but probably not in order. Where am I going? I do not. I would still play Link's Awakening, because I haven't played the original. I don't know where to go. This way? What is this glowing thing? There's an ominous black stake driven into the ground. Will you pull out the stake? Sure. When you pulled out the stake, it crumbled and vanished. Okay. Whatever that means. Oh yeah, I probably wouldn't do them in order. I'd probably just play which ones I want. Like, whenever. Have fun at work. I hope the rest of your day is good. I'm going this way now. I don't know. No wonder they gave me flying. I have to fly everywhere. But I don't know. I don't really have another game to play next month. I've been thinking about saying that for a while. I was just too scared to, because I feel like, I don't know, like I was obligated to play them after saying that I was going to play them all in order. Who's this? Xenoblade 2. And I don't know. Supposed to be Zelda. What's that? That's not where I'm going, is it? I'm confused. I should still play that. I guess I could do that. What if I just become a Wind Waker only streamer? I played a little bit on my tour earlier. I just did like the polls. I placed them. The game that I was supposed to play in December. I was also supposed to play Minish Cap. I didn't realize how long Twilight Princess was. I really like Twilight Princess. I want to see Rai play it. I think he would like it. Except for the Zora area. I did not like that area. It always confused me. I didn't know where I was going. I haven't played the Hyrule Warriors other than the first one. I didn't finish Tears of the Kingdom. Triforce Heroes. A Link Between Worlds. I will be skipping Hyrule Warriors because I don't think I would like them. I'm gonna play them eventually, but not anytime soon, probably. Minish Cap. I don't know what that is. Need to pass. Did I say that already? Four Swords Adventures. Is that all of them that I haven't played? The CDI games, the Tingle games, Link's crossbow training, which I have next to me right here. And then Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom, I don't like that game. I'm so sorry. Been here before? Why does he talk to me like he knew me? I have been here. Crossbow. I should have played that like after Twilight Princess. Like right after. I can't even see these guys. They're so little. I do remember that. And then I found it at Half Price Books. What in the world? Ah. I think I just went in a circle, to be honest. Can I cheat this and just get up here? Maybe. Go back to when you said you were gonna stream like a couple weeks ago and then that didn't happen. Like, I don't know, like I was excited to play all the Zelda games. I don't know if like Zelda 2 ruined it for me or like what happened. I just don't wanna. I played most of them last year. Maybe one day I'll come back to the release order. But I don't think I want to do it now. Why do I bend down to talk to him? I don't know if you heard me saying this, but why does this guy, the alligator guy, whatever his name is, when he roars, he sounds like Baloo from Wind Waker. Do you also hear that? Or am I crazy? Skeledirge roaring. And he goes, roar. Okay, this is here. We'll probably do it in a second. Hold on. That noise. I don't like my hair being up. I can't rest my head back. What's going on in here? Is that where I'm going? There's so many Pokemon I haven't caught. I just don't want to catch them on stream. Maybe if I can go. Oh, also, I got 2 hot cards today, and I got like a couple of signed traders. I got some like championship decks or whatever they're called. I thought those were cool. What? Okay. can kill you? Speaking of burned, how the heck do you get the poisoned and burned coins for the card game? Because I don't have any. I've never seen them, like, come with something in the past. I just use a dice. A die? Is dice anywhere? I can't remember. I think it is. Oh. I think it was to where I'm going. Is the gym in this cave? Probably above me. They are complicated. I also have that Pokémon, but mine is cooler because it's shiny. Who's the purple guy in the back? I found out the other day that there's a male Gardevoir named like Glade or something. Like, I had no idea that there were two different Pokemon. This one also likes Glade, I think. Where is my Pokemon? He's been playing Platinum, I think. What the heck? He already beat it. He's just Can we complete his Pokédex for this? He's like, you have to play it so I can trade, so I can get Gengar, I think. Is the reason. That's crazy. It looks like real hardware. That's so mean. Don't kill hardware. I think he has it. He doesn't know where his DS is, and he refuses to use mine for some reason. Get out of here. Yes. He is on the emulator. cross leveled up. Because I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna play that game. Like, I probably kind of want to play it on stream. Hello, I tried to grab the Pokeball. Interesting. But like, why didn't they think about that in the future when you can't, like, trade with other people because they shut their servers down, or what if you didn't have a Game Boy? So why is Sableye behind me? Guys are dead. Why would they do that? Why would they program into the Switch when you can't do it? They didn't feel like editing it. Fell asleep? What? Oh no. They're so silly. Restore your HP again. Thank you, Manchester. Missing out on the Prokopia era. Oh, he was just dried out. Go first. Why is he just standing there? He's watching the everyone's just watching. That's 7,000. How do I get out of here? Is this where I came in? No. Hold on, let me heal my Pokemon. Then I will fight you. There's so many Pokemon I haven't caught. I wanted to catch them as I go, but that did not happen. Manchester wants to learn Amnesia. Caves. That sounds better to me. I don't know, I'm gonna not learn that right now. Alfrenada. Nobody wants to fight me. Where's the gym? Oh, this is cute. So cute. This is the bird, okay. Oh, it's just over here and I did not see these. Oops. Hello? I'm afraid to start the gym. I'm scared. I feel unprepared for some reason. The last two gyms I had to do twice. Can I put balls here? Yes, I can. They are expensive though. Where'd you go? This is their Gotharita over here? I don't know if I can do this. I've been going slow this entire time. What the heck? That's so mean. What? Should I use her? Some people believe this Pokemon came from outer space. Guess I could see what the test is. Oh, here's Nimona. Hey, I heard the good news. Congrats on gym badge number 6. Not even a tenth of the trainers who take on the gyms get this far, you know? But I'm not surprised that you made it. I just knew there was a reason you caught my eye. Thanks. Oh please, I should be the one thanking you. Anyway, I bet you could use a little warming up before you take on the gym, huh? Come on, you know the drill by now. Okay. This can't be the gym test. Here's our battle court for the day. Okay, right. Always important to check what environment your Pokemon will be battling in. The battlefield can have these teeny effects on your Pokemon's balance and stuff, you know. Anyway, sorry I sort of dragged you here, but a little pre-gym warming up should do you good. Oh my god. Now come on, Cupid, let's have us a fruitful battle. Okay. So I got the evolutions for Sprigatito. Those are some of the cards I got. Serena was the Pokemon that helped me win the last on my second try because I saved her for the end. Can't use it. Do not use grass against this guy, apparently. Like, it's freaky how little they are. I assume these guys are like really big bears. Trading attacks on the brink of winning or losing gives me chills. Let's see who gets the win. Here comes the fun part. Time to make this Terra Orb shine. She got the cute one. I picked the fire guy because he's goofy, and now he's just ugly. He didn't say goofy. But that guy stayed cute. I should have picked them. Sprigatito. I knew I was right to believe in you. Heracross is so good. That's an L for me. Man, you've gotten so good. I think that should be enough of a warm-up. You and your Pokemon should be all set now. Here, take these as thanks for the battle. Thank you. There's just 2 gyms remaining, then all that'll be left is to try out to be a champion. Give it all you got. Let's get you back to the gym lobby. Welcome to the Alfornada gym. Let me register you. Great, now in order to face Gym Leader Tulip, you'll first need to pass the gym test. Here at the Alfornada gym, that means working up a sweat with a special kind of exercise. I'm talking about the emotional spectrum practice created by Tulip herself, of course. Complete it and you pass the test. The woman wearing the black tracksuit in the practice area will explain the rules to you. Just turn left after leaving the gym and you'll find the practice area right next door. Get out there and have fun. Okay, my ads are gonna run in 4 minutes, so I'm gonna run them now. And do this after, so I'll be right back. I'm back. I had to finish that song, so it's like one of my favorites. She said turn left. Oh, I should have healed my Pokemon. Or were they healed? I don't know. Welcome, new kid. This is where we do emotional spectrum practice. Okay. Why is your battle studies teacher here at Pokemon Gym working as an instructor, you ask? Well, I've been friends with the gym leader here, Tulip, since we were kids. We decided to have a Pokemon battle with a special rule. The loser has to do what the winner says. So we battled, and well... Look, never mind what happened. Point is, this is a chance to both get a workout in and help my friend when I don't have classes. The rules of emotional spectrum practice, or ESP for short, are simple. I'll show you a certain movement, and all you have to do is copy it. Ready to get this gym test started? I hope your body and mind are ready for the challenge. What? Great, let's get exercising. Show me an eruption of emotions. I'm confused. Huh? I'm confused. I did that wrong. This is okay. I did the opposite for both of those. Why did I do that? Why am I just getting okay? Am I supposed to hold it? Is it because I'm too slow? I don't think I passed that. Nice, you're moving really well. Both you and your Pokemon are looking great, new kid. That's enough of a warm-up. Now let's really put those muscles to work with the Pokemon battle. Oh, okay. You gotta keep moving. This is no ordinary battle. This is a workout. Gym trainer Emily? That's all I'm gonna say about that. Why is she giving Hugh Morris with her little pose? I'm moved by how well you moved, both you and your Pokemon. Why did she glitch? Great, I can hear your Pokemon and your muscles screaming with delight. I see you're getting tired, but you've got to hang in there. Time to start the second half. This is so silly. What does this have to do with Pokemon battling? The same one over and over again. Call something that made you angry. That was perfect. I almost lost track of who was teaching who. Don't give up yet. It's time for another battle. Hold out against all that lactic acid. What? Grumpig. I only have this guy in Japanese part. I think. Unless I got one yesterday. I don't remember. I know I got the bait yesterday. This is my first time learning this. Very effective. A critical hit. I still don't understand that. Sword stance? Kill you. It copied me. So no, don't do that. The user strikes everything around it by letting loose a flow of electricity. I guess I'll replace this. Do I have to do this again? There's a third guy. Good job, you made it all the way through the ESP exercise. You passed this test, no doubt about it. Congratulations. But you're not done yet. Sprint over to the lobby staffer on the double. You have to report your passing grade to formally finish the gym test. Look something up. I did just look up what kind of gym this was and what Pokeball to use. I need VOD. Oh. You already know that? What? It also says Dark and Ghost. None of my Pokemon can use those. Or this. What the heck? I can't make anything. How would I be able to do that? Oh, I don't have those. It doesn't do anything. Hold on. What's the other one? Wasn't there another one? What the heck? Am I crazy? I thought there was another one. Or maybe he already has it. I don't know. You already have that one move. Why do I have like nothing? Like one move each? What the heck? Sorry, I'm replacing you for a second. I don't know. I'm gonna replace this for now, maybe. Okay. I'm still not confident in my ability to pick moves. I did complete it. The Bewitching Beautician, yes. I suppose you're right. Okay, I'll get things moving here on my end. Let's keep the tagline simple. Naturally beautiful. And order the new eyeshadow color too, would you? Where can I get that outfit for my character? Thanks, you're a doll. Gotta run now. Chat with you later. Hello there. I'm Tulip, the gym leader here. Though I must tell you that being a makeup artist is my main line of work. Dendra had nothing but praise for you. She said you totally slayed out there. Hee hee, I must say, you are a cute challenger, Cupid. Are you flirting with me? I'm a child. She looks like an adult, she's not flirting. I'm sure my ESP exercise made you all the more beautiful. Doesn't that make you happy? You keep your Pokemon beautiful and clean as well. I see you have quite the aesthetic sense. Appearance is equally important for both people and Pokemon. Makeup is like magic. Anyone can use it to change their appearance. Allow me to put my skills to use to make your cute little Pokemon even more beautiful. Why is Iono over on everything, but not this girl? You're quite a good base to test my makeup magic on. What shall I use on you? Bruh. I've apparently already made a wrong move. Now I'm dead. What the heck? It's crazy. That's not super effective. I don't know why. I don't understand why it does that. Horribly loud resounding cry. wish it wouldn't miss. Gotta help me. Just as hard to get rid of as caked on mascara. I see. I need a good makeup remover. Same. Very relatable. Oh, I forgot to pressurize these. It's not for a makeover. Skip those cuts immediately. Oh, I didn't need to terrestrialize. Heracross is just that good. That's why she's my favorite. But I barely get to hear my favorite song. Your strength has a magic to it that cannot be washed away. Glinda's evolving? Oh. Why do you only have like one arm? Beware of forests that show no signs of living creatures within. You may have wandered into Hatterine's territory. She's cute. I'm a little freaked out though. Psycho cut? So that's what I was thinking. I lost the battle, and your beauty rivals even my own. I can't believe it. You were quite splendid, yes, truly amazing. Perhaps I should take you under my wing before you make your big break elsewhere. But I suppose I need to work on myself a little more first before I run off and do such a thing. You have earned my gym badge. Allow me to strike one of my best poses to give it to you. Congratulations. Thank you. Me almost falling over. Relatable. With 7 gym badges, Pokemon of up to level 55 will be easier to catch in most of your hands. If you train hard, you'll be able to use this move in a totally perfect way. Psychic. Don't go uploading that selfie we just took to social media, okay? I think my makeup has run a little with all the moving and sweating I did during our battle. I need to fix it fast before my next appointment. My schedule is absolutely packed, you know. Farewell then, you did splendidly today. Bye. Hey, Rika here at your service. These gyms really aren't giving you much trouble, are they? Rika. Huh? Oh right, you two haven't met, have you? This young lady is Cupid. She's so good with Pokemon, even La Primera has taken an interest in her. Oh wow. But I think the Pokemon in Team Poppy are really strong too. Like, really strong. Which one of you is stronger, do you think? Well, I'm one of the Elite Four, so I'm more amazing. She's the Elite Four? Now aren't you just adorable? I know it's hard to believe, but this tiny little one is indeed one of the Elite Four. Yeah, I am. I hope I get to show you my Pokemon soon, miss. So hurry up and come to the Pokemon League. It's where the, pinnacle. It's where the pinnacle of Pokemon battling happens. See you there. How does a little baby end up in the Elite Four? Hey, wait up. Well, you keep up the good work. You heard the kid. She's waiting for you. Wait up, Poppy. Don't leave your pal Rika behind. You did miss a mother, so I assume that's what you're talking about. Where am I going next? 15. I really didn't go to that. Okay. That's what I was saying, like, why is Iono all over everything? Tulip is honestly cooler than her. Sorry to Iono, I do have, like, a lot of Iono stuff. But, what the heck? Oh, I didn't need to do that. What was happening? They were afraid of her serve. My deck box has Iono on it. Also, GameStop is literally crazy with their prices. You know these Pikachu sleeves that I have that you can get at Target for like what, $6, $7, something like that? Why are they $12 at GameStop? The streamer hype, I guess. I thought they already did go bankrupt. They closed the one by where I lived in Tennessee. So I assumed they all closed and then I moved. I lived in a small town. I didn't know what the heck was going on outside of my town. They deserve to go bankrupt for how much they charge for things. I did just give them $60 yesterday, though. Can I cheat my way up here? No, probably not. I got 2 cards of that guy. The Booger Bear. Grab it! Cubchoo is very cute. Why is there just... Oh. Like, why is this just randomly placed here? There's nothing over here. She doesn't want to fight me. They did. Like, this is kind of crazy. Did they give up at this point? Rock, fire, fighting, and steel? I just went through my moves. He sounds like Valoo. Do I even have steel type Pokemon? I don't even think I do. Water should be effective against ice. To freeze them more. Hi Nimona. Cupid. It's finally time for your last gym, right? I heard from Rika. But I'm 0% worried about you. I know you got this. Even La Primera seems like she wants to keep an eye on you. Maybe I'll go find her so we can cheer you on together when you battle the gym leader. So go have a battle that's fruitful for you and for the crowd. The Glaciato Gym? Now, in order to face gym leader Grusha, you'll first need to pass the gym test. Snow slope run? That sounds scary. Ride a Pokemon down the designated course and try to reach the goal within the time limit. To start your test, just head out of the gym and go up the slope to your left. We'll fill you in on the details there. Now get out there and have fun. I'm scared. Like here? This guy? Hey there, I've been waiting for you. This is where the snow slope run starts. Your task is to ride a Pokemon all the way down this course. It's like a slippery, slidey nature trail. Reach the finish line within the target time and you'll have passed the test. So, ready to attempt it? Yes. Let's get this test started then. Enjoy the Winter Wonderland on your way down. Who am I riding? Rhydon? Oh my god, that's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. It is Rhydon. Scared. Oh my god. I feel like I'm playing Wii Fit. Or wasn't this in the Sonic and Mario Olympic Winter Game? Something like this. Safe driving. I did it in 42 seconds. It's about to be you on the road. Be careful. Is it icy? Congratulations on completing the run. That was some of the best sliding I've ever seen. Almost like seeing Grusha in his prime again. You obviously passed with flying colors. Go with the receptionist now. Can't I just jump? Be careful anyways. It looks kind of wet outside. Did it actually snow today? I think he's sleeping. I'm ready. Hi. There you are. He's so cute. Brr, I'm freezing. Look at me in my little shorts. I take it you're a challenger? Shorts, no jacket. That's crazy. My name's Grusha. I'm a snowboarder. Used to be pro, actually. Now I'm a gym leader. I saw you on the slopes. Your skills. Yeah, they were pretty cool. But don't let that go to your head. I like this character's design. Winter mountains are dangerous. They can throw your life right off course. Easy as that. Same thing with Pokemon battles, really. It's always the most dangerous when you're just starting to get the hang of things. Today's not a great day to face me, you know. You're better off giving up. You sure you want to battle me? Yes. Still trying to act cool, huh? That's too bad. Well, this is my job now, so don't take what I'm about to do personally. Get ready to feel the icy bite of reality. Don't say I didn't warn you. Not my fault if you get overwhelmed. I don't know what that said. Bear tick? Oh, it's the big polar bear. I have no idea who that is. I assume he's one. I'm actually gonna save Heracross. I need to revive my guy. I'm gonna use my max revive. You're not just talk, I see, but you're still one false step from a steep fall. I wish I could use stuff in my bag when they're sending out other Pokémon. Battles are like mountains in winter, situations can change in a heartbeat. Really cute. Hurricane, oh no. Kill him. Okay, those two gyms are pretty easy, but I also moved and my moves, so I guess that. You melted straight through my ice. Gotharita is evolving. Pretty. Gothitelle. Gazes at the stars to predict the future. It acts somewhat detached because it has seen the end of all existence. Oh, okay. That's scary. That burning passion you have, you strive for the future no matter what challenges you face. Just like how I used to be. Oh, never mind. I should give you your gym badge. Yes, you should. Huh? You want a photo together to commemorate your win? Come on, that's so uncool. I don't usually do that sort of thing, but... Okay, fine. Special occasion. So I'm the one that wants the pictures? I thought they just took pictures with everyone. With 8 gym badges, you should be able to catch Pokemon of any level. They'll also listen to every word you say, whether it's cool or not. Oh, and before I forget, you should take this too. Ice spinner. Should be a lot more useful than some silly photo of you and me. Feel free to stop by again, if you don't mind the cold, that is. Apparently I don't, because I'm in short shorts and a t-shirt. Button-up t-shirt. Cupid. Skeleturge. I still don't know how to say that guy's name. You did it. Oh, I'm so happy for you. This is the best. I know I said I wasn't worried, but my heart was still pounding the whole time. Most impressive, Cupid. A shining display of talent, I must admit. Seriously, pat yourself on the back. You beat every single gym. Which means... Indeed. Now that you've gathered 8 gym badges, all that's left is to take on the Pokemon League. If you hope to stand alongside Nimona as a fellow champion, head to the Pokemon League. That is where you can take on the champion assessment. Yeah, hurry up and get to my rank. I'm itching for a battle of equals. I've got to take the time while you're facing the Pokemon League to fine-tune my Pokemon's moves and revamp all my tactics. Well, good luck, Cupid, and wish me luck too. It's unusual for me to see her so excited, though perhaps not for you. She must really be happy that she finally has a friend who can keep pace with her own talents. There's a special kind of strength that can only be reached by competing with a good rival. Count me among those eager to see how far you two can go. In any case, I'll be waiting for you at the Pokemon League, northwest of Masagoza. What's next? I just did 15. This is next. Okay, I think that might be the last thing I do today. Maybe. Hold on. Actually, I could probably do all this today. I don't know. We'll see how I feel after doing this. Cause I could do this. These are easy. Welcome back. I could go right from Masagosa and do the league. I don't know, I think I'm gonna try to do the rest of these maybe. If I can. I'm gonna do this first and then I'll see how I feel. Can I teleport anywhere closer? Here, I guess. I was gonna run my ads, but there's 10 minutes. Do you want to fight me? the heck? You can't use that 2 times in a row? Yeah, exactly. So just a bigger version of Dunsparce? Maybe scratch on the couch. He can't do that. I like this flying. Oh, he doesn't do it for long, okay. Hi! Thanks for the bubble. Can I bite you and you be okay? Vaporeon is fun. Where's we? Bruh. I'm gonna catch you. What the heck? Should have got this. Why can I not catch Vaporeon? That was gonna be my next one. Yay! I got Vaporeon. Should Vaporeon replace Manchester? Its cell composition is similar to water molecules. As a result, it can't be seen when it melts away into water. I mean, she's slightly underleveled. I don't even have an Eevee. Is that where I'm going? Pokemon. The netball is so ugly. Hey. Cupid, Operation Starfall is going well, wouldn't you say? Only 2 bosses left now. This whole experience has been eye-opening, to say the least. I'm glad I could take part. But I'm curious, Cupid, what do you think of Cassiopeia? In her bag of riddles. I think I know what they're gonna turn out to be. Is that so? Must be weird. Personally, I don't think Cassiopeia feels any hate or resentment towards Team Star. No, there must be some other reason behind Operation Starfall. But what could it be? That they're the leader, perhaps? Well, I'd best get back to keeping watch. Call for me if you decide to take on the base, okay? Okay. The base is right here. My ads are gonna run in 3 minutes, so I'm gonna run them now so that we can do this in one go. I lost a follower. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna run my ads. I'll be right back. I'm back. I was like one step away from that, okay. I will return later when it is time for the young master's piano lesson. Until then, please give him my regards. Yes, Mr. Harrington. And who might you be, young lady? A friend of the young master, perhaps? Young master? Ah, I see. Since you seem unaware, I must inform you that this is the base of Team Star's ferry crew. The Roof Boss Squad, led by young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington, I don't think we're supposed to be giving out that information. No? Then please accept my apologies. Do you have any idea as to who this young lady might be? She's no friend of ours. You know, I think she might be here to try and take us on. Understood. In that case, I take it you're an adversary of the young master? Sure. Is that so? Well then that leaves me with one last thing to ask you. Huh? Would you be so kind as to indulge me in a quick battle? Sure. Splendid, then let us begin. Nasty plot. Pokémon either. Did I say I liked Infinite? I don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying that. Maybe I did. What does that mean? Well. True, I have seen a lot more Pokémon. Outstanding performance. However, be aware that young Master Ortega's battle prowess far surpasses my paltry skills. You would do well to take care. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hasta la vista. That gentle, manly guy used to be the director of the academy, I think. At least that's what I heard. Now he's like tutoring the boss or something. He shows up here sometimes to take the boss to his lessons. Hang on, why am I explaining this to you? There's no doubting you're here to make trouble, so I gotta let everyone know. Hasta la vista. I see the guard has been dealt with. Good job. Huh? Click, click, clack. What? That base belongs to Team Star's ferry crew, the Rook Boss Squad. Their boss, Ortega, is the mechanic of the team. He may be the youngest of the bosses, but his battle skills are no joke. Underestimate him and things will go south for you quickly. He's also a real lead from the back type. He gets his grunts to do all the dirty work for him. But his weak point is his short fuse. Get him good and angry, and he'll march out to the front lines to deal with you himself. I thought that was Jared. In terms of tactics, there's nothing else for it but to take down all the lackeys he sends your way. Just tough it out until Ortega shows up and go from there. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off. Please. Okay. It's still not cropped. I don't even think I have the original video. At least not on my phone. I assume I still have it on my computer somewhere. Why did my team change so much today? Code Red, Operation Starfall alert. She is. I don't think I would want to get rid of her. Everyone get into position and defend the boss with all you got. And rest assured, Intruder, we'll deal with you without the boss's help. Unless you manage to beat 30 of our Pokemon. Why didn't they, like, make it harder each time? I think Serena and Heracross are like my best shot. What's Heracross doing? Where are you going? 10 minutes is wild. Like, they could have like added more Pokemon each time. Like anything. Poor Heracross is about to die. Heracross, what are you doing? Rumble? I think I played that game. Was it free on the 3DS? Our defenses are breached. It's all up to the boss now. Oh, this is pretty good. That's what we're looking to. Rumble World. I think I still have it. So you're Cupid. Okay. Well, it matches my vibe. Is you gonna say that? My name? Talk about underwhelming. I was expecting someone, I don't know, a little more beefed up. Well, whatever. I don't care who you are. Not like I'm gonna lose to you anyway. If you think fairy types are all about cuteness, you're in for a nasty surprise. I forgot to move my Pokemon down. What's good against fairy types? I promise I'll be nice, so don't blame me when this battle sends you blubbering back home. Oopsie, did you just realize how outmatched you are? If you want to give up now, now's the time. Ryan, do you like Gothic House? Not a fan? Really? I don't know, I thought you would like her. I have Gotharita on my deck, but... I have too many Pokemon in my deck. I need to get rid of them, so she might have to do that. All I know for sure is that I'm keeping Alchemy. Way too many Pokemon in my deck. I need to get rid of them. Okay. Got a taste of this slick move, but you can't handle my Pokemon's adorable strength. Why is this giving me more trouble than the gym? Wigglytuff freaks me out. There's a card in the TCG soccer game, it's so creepy. You're gonna kill me anyway. Oh, you like Wigglytuff? I have to show you this card. I don't know if this character is saying something to me, but I am not okay. It's so freaky. Oh, I'm fighting you now. Oh, I don't care. We all have our off days. He said, what the heck? I should make that card an emote. Griffin has that card in his deck, and the first time he put it out, I was like, what is that? It just looks like realistic. Like, that's what... Gotta keep using this. left? Just Heracross. I thought Griffin Band left there. Oh, Heracross, we don't do too much. He's killing Heracross. What? I might have to revive. Just in case. I don't think Griffin knows how to moderate. I think he is too big behind me. Why? Oh no, I need to revive someone. You found a shiny Greebird? I love Greebird. I don't know what the shiny looks like though. It's like yellow. Can I hit you maybe? I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Why did it go down one more than I needed? God. That just ruined everything. Thank you, Glenda. He's pissed. How could I lose? What the heck? What the heck? That's what I say. About a year and a half ago. What the heck? Your toy car didn't budge an inch, huh? I told you, it's not a toy. It's called the Starmobile, and I was up all night building it. The problem's clearly that we're not giving it enough juice. You designed this thing to be powered by 2 Sharkadette, but it's just too heavy. That's such a shame. I wanted to see the looks on our bullies' faces once we got it moving. I'm sorry, I really thought it would work. Come good fellow, 'tis no occasion for melancholy. Why, to make such a remarkable contraption by thine own hand. Genius. Thy name is Ortega. Yeah, well, there's no point if it doesn't work, is there? If I knew all that effort would have 0 payout, I'd just have asked Mother to buy a car for us. See, this is why people don't take you seriously. You say some stupid things, you know that? What? Mela, cool it, would ya? Yeah, how about no? I mean, we even put this in the code for crying out loud. When we started Team Star, we swore to quit relying on our parents or bags of cash to fix our problems for us, or did you forget? If that hunk of junk doesn't move, get it moving. If we're short on juice, just gotta crank up the power somehow. Doesn't take a genius, man. That's easy enough to say, Melly. Do you have an actual plan? Yep, I'm gonna train up my Sharkadet and have them evolve. Their boosted firepower will get the Starmobile moving, no sweat. But the hour of Operation Star is nigh at hand. Will you succeed in time? Oh, I'll get it done. Melly, wait. You know, Mela shoots her mouth off an awful lot, but she means well. I know. God, this sucks. This sucks. I hate myself for losing, but I also can't get over how awesome you were in that battle. If any of us squad bosses are defeated, that means we have to step down, and going against our code would make me a traitor to the team. Gah, fine. Not like I have a choice anyway, so take the badge already. You'd better treat it with the respect it deserves. Yay. Am I done with them now? I'm not done yet. Here's my favorite TM2. Feel free to marvel at how awesome it is. And just so you know, you were the worst. Like the most annoying person ever. But I get it. You're super strong. I'll admit that much. You even busted up my Starmobile. Young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington, I guess it's time for my piano lesson, huh? As it happens, I just lost my boss title, so I'm all good to head on home. Actually, a different matter brought me. There's somebody I would like you to meet. He's a distant acquaintance of mine. The name's Clive. Okay, what's your business here? I want you to tell me something. You're the son of a wealthy family and heir to a major apparel company, so why join a group like Team Star? What a question to ask someone you've just met. Well, my answer's the same as everyone else in the team. It's because I was being bullied. See, the Academy really did used to have an issue with bullying. Hi, Star. Thank you for the raid. Hi. I'm Cupid. I play Nintendo games. Mostly Zelda, but I did just announce that I will not be playing Zelda in release order anymore, because I played most of them already. So, probably gonna be a lot more Pokemon coming up after, like, May. Because I do have plans for the next 2 months of streams. Yeah. I know. I've played most of them already. I'm just gonna play the ones that I haven't played, and yeah. Proton said it was to get out of Link's Awakening. But then I was like, I said that I want to play the other versions. I do still want to play the original Link's Awakening. But I don't know if that's still happening in June. So, I don't know. Who would guess, right? The school is all rainbows and butterflies these days. And the bullies from back then don't even go to the academy anymore. Why? What happened to them? If you want me to, I can still play it. I'll still play it. Is Croton also gonna play it? As the former director of the academy, I believe I am the best positioned to answer that question. Mr. Harrington. About 18 months ago, the members of Team Star confronted the students who used to bully them, and an altercation broke out between the groups. Though it did not escalate into a major incident, the altercation nonetheless caused a scandal of hitherto unknown proportions. What? As a result of what occurred that day, the students who had perpetrated the bullying dropped out of the academy one after another. But there aren't any records of that anywhere in the academy. No, I should imagine not. My former deputy deleted all records of the incident, you see. What? Why would anyone do that? Just as I was puzzling over how best to deal with Team Star in the aftermath of the incident, a certain student came to see me. The student declared that they would take all responsibility for the team's actions. In exchange, they requested that I exonerate the other students of Team Star from any blame. Mario Wonder Damageless? I haven't played that game, so I'm not familiar with the Final Badge Marathon. I do want to play it one day. It looks really fun, and that's the type of Mario game that I like the most. Huh? No one told me that. I accepted the request and agreed not to take disciplinary action against Team Star. Then I assigned 18 months of overseas study to the student who took responsibility for the team. A year and a half of studying abroad? This was not intended as a punishment, you understand. Team Star were the victims after all. I wanted the student to take some time to rest, so I had them return home to the Galar region under the pretext of overseas study. Around that time, however, the former deputy director took it upon himself to erase all traces of the incident from the Academy servers. It appears his intent was to shield himself from any blame, so he tried to cover up the whole thing. That's terrible. Post-game level? I've never 100%ed a game. I know that, like, the Wii U Mario, Super Mario Bros. Has, like, that rainbow thing. Is that the game that has like, an extra world after you beat it or something? I've never gotten all the coins to do that, because I don't 100% games. After we discovered what he had done, I dealt with him appropriately, of course. With the inability of myself and the rest of the teaching staff to prevent this terrible act also represented a grave blunder on our part. Champion Road. Oh. Maybe one day. I do want to play the Mario game that I have and get all the coins because I've never done it, but I probably wouldn't do it on stream. I don't really do well at those games, streaming games like that. I accepted the blame that lay at my feet and resigned from my position as director. The rest of the teaching staff then joined me in handing in their notices. So that's why the current teachers were all brought in a year and a half ago. I understand my actions have caused you a great deal of trouble. You have my sincere apologies. Hang on, Mr. Harrington. How come you suddenly decided to talk about this now? Young Master Ortega, Team Star cannot carry on its current fashion. I merely wish to give you a chance to chart a better course. Well, there's no way I'm abandoning my friends and going to school without them. Not after we've come this far. Your friends in Team Star must mean a great deal to you. Isn't that obvious? It's 'cause, you know, they're my greatest treasure in the whole world. I'm leaving? Okay. Cupid, it's me. I take it that Ortega handed over his star badge to you then? I see. With its boss no longer around, the Rook Boss squad is good as finished. As good as finished. Even Ortega. I'm sorry. We're almost there now, just one boss left. The operation's been a huge success thanks to you, Cupid, and Clive has also performed admirably as your support. I remember him saying that you're acquaintances. Have you known each other long? For a while, I guess. Kinda. Well, he's clearly a reliable friend. He almost reminds me of the gang back in the day. What gang? As you know, Team Star was formed by a group of students who were being bullied at school. Shortly after forming the team, these students, none other than the squad bosses themselves, confronted their bullies head-on. The outcome was a resounding victory for Team Star, though you could hardly call it a contest. The bullies didn't even put up a fight. They all bolted from battle the first chance they got. Scared spitless of Team Star, the bullies then dropped out of school, one after another, and Team Star ended up the villains of the story. But that's neither here nor there. Forget I mentioned it. Now about your reward, I'll transfer some LP. Thank you. Here comes Penny. Here I am. I got a Penny card in the TCG Pocket app. I like it. Stay in your Pokeball for once, will you? What happens? Why is she knocking him out? Wow, Team Star went through all that, huh? They just wanted the bullies to go away, but then they became the bad guys in everyone's eyes. What a joke. The students, the teachers, they're all so messed up. If even just one of them had been paying attention when everyone was getting bullied, they'd have been able to tell right away that Team Star wasn't the one in the wrong. But I guess the big boss was the one who urged everybody to face their bullies despite knowing how messed up the academy is. What a massive idiot, creating Team Star and just hoping their plan would miraculously work out. You think so? I'm sure of it. Well, here's your reward. Lots of Pokemon materials. The next boss is the very last one. We're counting on you, Cupid. Oh, my Pokemon. Do we like my team? I don't know if I like Vaporeon more than Manchester. Whatever his name was. I didn't go to this one. That was not what I meant to do. I just pressed every wrong button. I think I can at least do this next thing. Perhaps, and then maybe try to do the very last thing on the list. Or on the map that I've been looking at. I feel like I'm under leveled. Like I'm just going through this so fast. Without really leveling up. I'm also confused. That's crazy. You're gonna send out another Pokemon? You're still confused? I love Heracross. I think everyone should become Heracross fans immediately. I like the mountains. Pick it up. As a Pinsir hater, I actually did keep a card of Pinsir, even though I don't think they were cute, just because I know about the Heracross Pinsir thing from a movie or something, I guess. Heracross? Why? Pinsir fan. Hey there, Cupid. So rumor has it the false dragon titan lurks somewhere in this lake, yeah? But not a single person's ever caught a glimpse of it. Must be some kind of truly terrifying beast. But how are we supposed to search for a thing when we don't even know what it looks like? Sure would be handy if it just ran around crying, "I'm the Titan" or something. If only, right? What's that? I don't understand how I got here. I tried to grab that. No, why'd you come over to me? This is a first late. The Serena up front. The frame drops are gone. Oh, like, it got updated? Titan. That's a furry? Oh. Oh, he ate him. Okay. I was gonna catch him, but you know, okay. How did I get it the first one? I like Tatsuguri, so I was gonna come catch him. And then this happened, I don't know. There's supposed to be several? Oh, I don't know. I passed one in the lake? Oh. I don't know. Oh. I didn't see the other. There were so many Pokemon, I don't know. I need to catch all of these Pokemon. I'm just so lazy. He just swam away. I have to find another one? What? Well, it's gonna be harder if I don't know what's happening. Who's the false Titan? This guy? No, that's not. Oh, he's pink. Yay! I got a pink one. Is that a yellow one? Plays dead? Hold on. He's swimming away! I want him! Oh, that was quick. Well, there's an orange one over there. One of the most intelligent dragon Pokemon, it camouflages itself by inflating its throat sac? Ew. I don't know how I feel about that. I found it again. Was there also more than one here? I just want the orange guy. Cupid, did you find the Titan? I guess so. So that's it? Sure is one big, dragon? Wait, is it even a dragon? Or is it a fish? Huh? I don't know. They just keep getting eaten. The little sushi guy got eaten up by the Titan. Yeesh, didn't expect to see the food chain in action today. Me neither. This food chain's got me pretty fascinated. I'm gonna dig in and make a meal of this battle. I'm just so hungry. Dondozo, the false Titan type. False? Because he's not a dragon. Thank you, Serena. Bruh. He's just avoiding everything. Why is Greedent not standing on anything? Greedent, you gotta stop doing that. We did it, Cupid. Now that the Titan's taken care of, next up on the menu is that Herba Mystica. Was he even eating it? Whoa, the little sushi guy escaped without becoming that thing's lunch. Titan. What? Does that thing want to fight too? I don't know. I think that's what false Titan meant. Maybe. He's also false? Is this just the boss of the Titan route thingy situation? That's crazy. Rise playing Photopia. Food themed Pokemon? Is Greedent because greedy? I mean, I personally wouldn't eat Squirrel. He carries berries in his tail? I didn't know. I want food-themed Pokemon. We're probably gonna die soon. Why not? He drops them all? Greedent, can you faint real quick? I'm gonna see that. He's the chef in Pokopia? That's funny. I don't wanna play that game. I need one of those people on Twitter that are apparently sending everyone Pokopia. I need them to get onto my throne and send it to me. Leaf Storm. Mastobiff. Ooh, 130. Get rid of that. We carry sandwiches. Like, there's people on Twitter being sent Switch 2s and Pokopia. That's crazy. Phew, nice job, Cupid. That's my hardworking little bud. Maybe the Titan was both those Pokemon together. Like some kind of combo meal. A combo meal? The little one came out of here, which means there should be some Herba Mystica inside. Let's go, Cupid. That must be it. The last Herba Mystica. You and Arvin found the spicy Herba Mystica? Okay, let's see what the book has to say. So it seems spicy Herba Mystica is supposed to boost your metabolism. It gives your circulation a boost and helps flush out all those toxins, along with a ton of sweat. You know what's next? It's chow time. Sandwich. I think I'm making sloppy joes for dinner. Here we go. Trusty Arvin's chocolate block full of cheer, final herb, super sandwich. Squeeze this badge tight and cry beautiful tears of friendship as you eat, okay? Hey. Hi. Does that mean we're gonna get lore on Rhydon? Like, are you finally gonna be fully powerful or whatever is happening? Climb up verticals. It takes this long to get that? I thought it just wasn't happening. I guess it's Mabo Stiff's turn then. Aww. Come on, bud. Eat up. It's gonna make you all better, I promise. Cupid and I, we really did our best to get this for you. We're gonna play with your favorite ball as much as you want. You know, just like we used to. Please, get better. That's all I want, really. I'm so sad. Mabo Stiff. You did your best, bud. Is that his favorite ball? Ruff. Ruff woof. Aww. That's so cute. Bud. Aww. I'm emotional. Ruff. I know, bud. Me too. Aww. My eyes are watering a little bit. You felt no emotions? Do you not think he's cute? Oh, you hate dogs, right? I love dogs. Well, I love, like, little dogs and, like, certain big dogs. Apparently, this dog is one of them. Hello, Cupid. This is Turo. What? It seems that Miraidon has regained all of its powers except for the power to battle. It should now be able to climb up any vertical surfaces it grabs onto while you're riding upon it. Press the B button to jump while facing a wall. Okay. I think I was there for that stream. That was recent, right? I knew you were the one to entrust it to, Cupid. Ha, listen to you, like you had anything to do with it. That voice. Arvin, are you there? I have been searching so long for a way to reach you, because no one else can get into my lab but you. Excuse me? Please take Cupid back to the lighthouse with you, to the lab on Poco Path. I will reach out once more when you arrive there. Woof. I used to, like, paint houses and stuff when I lived in Chicago, and there was this, like, karate place or something that we had to clean the basement out for after it flooded. And they had, like, a dog that would, like, be in the lobby, like, behind their, like, desk where you check in for stuff. And it got out one day and it bit me, and I was scared of dogs for, like, a couple weeks. Like, I would jump when I heard them bark, and it was very strange. Because I've had dogs all my life. You called your dog Krusty? Is it a little white dog? Griffin's parents have a crusty dog. I guess you probably already know, but that's my dad. Oh. He's a big white dog? I don't know if big dogs can be crusty. I think it's only the little ones with the curly hair. Always buried under his work, off pursuing his own research, never at home with me. That's the first time I've ever heard his voice in years, you know. And now what? The first thing I get is to be treated like some kind of errand boy? He's seriously unbelievable. But I'm guessing you and Miraidon probably want to go, eh? Not gonna lie, I feel like my blood's boiling, but sure, fine. I'll get you into the lab. What else can I do? The lab is off Poco Path, the lighthouse where you and me first met. Come on, let's get moving before I change my mind. Oh, woof. Not at all crusty. I don't think I've ever seen a big crusty dog, so I'm gonna believe you. It's only the little ones that you have to, like, get haircuts for that are crusty. Dad, where have you been all this time? I was not expecting that. Wants me to go to the lab. What? This? It's not that, is it? I don't know. He's a golden doodle? Or is that the dog that nobody likes? Don't people hate golden doodles? I think they're cute. I was gonna do this, but my throat is honestly killing me. Can I kill you now? Or not kill you, thank you. Sorry, I don't want to kill you. Is there a fourth color tattoo? Oh my god. Can I use the netball? There's 3. So I just caught all 3 of the main ones. But each shiny is different? Extremely cunning Pokemon. It feigns weakness to lure and prey, then orders its partner to attack. I got all 3 of these ones. Is Rye streaming? There's 6. Rye's live now? Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for me then. I'll do the next thing on Monday. Yes, I would like to save. I need to change my not subbed raid message. I meant to do that this morning, but I forgot. I'll be back tomorrow with Paper Mario, and I'll be back with this next Monday because I'm not streaming on Friday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. Stay safe. Bye. That's the wrong scene.